Okay, let's talk about holiday gifts. We all want to show we care, but so often our gifts just end up as, well, stuff. Today, we're going to break down a whole new way to think about presents, moving way beyond material things to gifts that actually mean something and last.
So let's start with a feeling I think we've all had. You spend a ton of time, a ton of money, and all this effort to find what you think is the perfect gift. You watch them open it, they're excited, but then, a few months go by and it's just sitting in a closet collecting dust.
And this isn't really just about the wasted money or adding more clutter to someone's house. The real loss here, the missed opportunity, is that chance to give something that actually makes your connection stronger, that shows the person you really get them.
Okay, so that brings us to our first big idea, our first big shift. Let's stop giving things and start giving experiences. We're talking about creating memories here, stuff that literally becomes a part of someone's life story.
But let's be honest for a second. There's a pretty big hurdle, right? When you hear experience gifts, your mind probably jumps to crazy expensive concert tickets or a super fancy spa day. And if you're buying for more than one person, whoa, those costs can get out of control fast.
This is such an interesting way to reframe what a gift is. Instead of being a physical object that can get lost or broken, the gift is a memory. It's a story they get to tell for years. Remember that amazing restaurant you sent us to? Or we finally went to that museum with the kids?
And here's the thing, the solution is surprisingly cheap. Think about it, memberships that give people value all year long. You're not just giving them one single event, you're handing them a key that unlocks savings and fun whenever they feel like it.
And this idea is just so incredibly versatile. I mean, just look at the options. For less than $30, you could get a dining membership for your foodie friend. Or for that family with little kids, an entertainment package is a no-brainer. For just a bit more, you could even help your travel-obsessed friends save on their next trip. Every single one is a really thoughtful gift that literally keeps on giving.
All right, moving on to our second category. Let's talk about giving the gift of wellness and support, but in a way that feels genuinely supportive and not, weird. So this is a tricky one, for sure. You see your friends and family, and they are just exhausted and stressed out. But giving a wellness gift can sometimes come off totally wrong. It can feel like you're saying they need to be fixed or that they're not doing a good enough job taking care of themselves.
So it's all about how you frame it, right? A wellness gift shouldn't be a judgment. It's an act of support. It's your way of saying, hey, I see you. I see how hard you're working, and I just want to help you on the journey you're already on.
The secret here is to get specific and really think it through. Instead of some generic health gift, what do they actually need? Do they need more energy to get through a crazy workday? Do they need better tools to just rest and recover? This is all about giving them resources, not a prescription.
And this approach lets you really make the gift personal. For a busy student, maybe you focus on something for energy and mental clarity. For a new parent who is just beyond stressed, a gift focused on rest and recovery, that shows you actually get what they're going through. It's all about meeting them exactly where they are.
Okay, let's move on to our third idea. And honestly, this one might be the most life-changing of all. Investing in someone's future. This is the kind of gift that can genuinely change everything for a person.
So many of us know someone like this. They have these big dreams of a new career or maybe starting a side hustle, but something holds them back. A lot of times it's the cost of the training, but it's also this deep feeling of guilt, like they shouldn't be spending that kind of money on themselves.
Here's a really powerful way to think about it. A physical gift, like a sweater, it gets used, it wears out, it's forgotten. But knowledge, skills, those are assets. They literally appreciate in value over time. It is an investment that can pay dividends for the rest of their life.
And this is exactly where giving the gift of education comes in. It is so much more than just paying for a class. It's a profound statement. It tells that person, I see your potential, I believe in your ambition, and I am willing to put my money where my mouth is to invest in your success.
And you can break this down into 3 really simple, doable steps. First, just listen. Really listen and figure out what their dream is. Second, find a training program that actually matches that specific goal. And finally, present it in a way that feels inspiring and supportive, not like you're giving them homework.
Take an area like real estate education. You can tailor that gift to totally different goals. For someone who wants a massive, full-time career change, there's a path for that. For someone else who just wants a flexible side income, there's a path for that too. Or it could just be about learning how to build wealth. There's an option for each of them.
Okay, now for a lightning round. Let's go through some quick, smart ideas for all those other common gifting headaches you might be dealing with.
For kids, the real focus should be on gifts that spark learning, creativity, and getting them moving. Let's try to move beyond another plastic toy and think about things that actually engage their brains and their bodies, all tailored to their specific age.
And please remember, a thoughtful gift does not have to be an expensive gift. Simple, well-chosen things, like a bag of really good coffee for an adult or a new board game for a kid, can be super meaningful and not break the bank.
And finally, what about those people who are just notoriously hard to shop for? The trick is to stop thinking about adding more things to their life. Instead, focus on their lifestyle. Give them an experience, something they can use up, like food, or something that supports a hobby they already love.
So when you pull this all together, the big takeaway is this. The most powerful gifts have nothing to do with the price tag. They're about showing someone that you see them and that you care, whether that's by creating a memory, supporting their health, or investing in their future.
And that leaves us with a really powerful question to think about. As you start your holiday shopping this year, think about the message you really want to send. What story is your gift going to tell? And what kind of lasting connection do you really want to create?